up, everybody? Welcome to day 30, oh my gosh, of the holiday hoopla. I can't believe we're at almost done. Tomorrow's our last day. We are going to then be leading into January's 31 days of motivation. As the last couple of videos, pre-recorded intro, because I am not going to be editing this video on my home computer with all my fun effects. So this video today is talking all about making your goals happen. So day before yesterday, we planned out the year. Yesterday, we did our vision board and we did our goals and we got all that set up. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys, how do you break the goals down to make them happen? How do you make those tiny bite-sized steps that make life easier? How do you track your progress? How do you handle a lot of those hiccups and all of those things along the way? So, we're going to do all of that. I'm going to show you guys the action steps, how to make your plan, and just how to make it happen and how to reach your goals. So before we get into that, you guys know the drill. Subscribe, like, comment, bell for notifications, Instagram for following, subscribing, liking, commenting, stories, all of the above. So let's talk about breaking those goals down and making them happen. All right, everyone. So we are on day 30 and we are talking about making it happen this year. So if you watch the last couple of videos, you'll know that I've got 2 groups going for the month of January. The first one is we are going to be doing my free group. It is called Chasing Wellness. The Facebook link is down below. And this is a really foundation for getting your stuff together for 2022, being successful, and setting yourself up. So I have a workbook that I've created for you guys that'll be in both groups. The second group is my VIP group, and the whole focus of this is making you a priority for the month of January. So what that looks like is maybe you have bigger goals and you need some extra one-on-one support, or you need to work towards them a little bit in a different way, whatever works for you and whatever is a better fit for you. So today we're talking about taking those goals and taking that vision and how do you connect it and make it happen. So the number one thing that I like to do and tell people is breaking down your goals. Well, a lot of the questions I get is, but how do I break it down? And the biggest way you break it down is you just be smart about it. And you be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic or relevant, and timed. So that is actually one of the most researched and successful ways for achieving goals when you want to break them down and all of that. So the first one is specific. So it's got to be specific. For example, if you say, I just want to lose weight, or I just want to make healthy habits, for your year goal, that's fine. That's awesome. But to break it down to be attainable, what does that look like? Does it look like eliminating things from your diet? Maybe eliminating fast food and soda. Does it look like exercising 5 days a week for at least 30 minutes? You've got to be specific about it. Get into those details. Be specific. The next one is it measurable? So again, the 2022 goal of I want to lose weight or I want to be healthier, totally fine to be non-specific. But it's when you're breaking it down that it needs to be specific for you to see progress. So is it measurable? Is it inches on your waist? Is it numbers on the scale? Is it the number of calories that you eat in a day is decreasing or adjusting accordingly? Is it you work out 5 days a week for 30 days or 30 minutes each day? Those are measurable goals. Those are ways that you can track them. You can watch the progress. You can essentially put it on a graph. That is what measurable looks like. Can you put it on a graph and actually watch the progress? The next one is it attainable or achievable? So if you're going to look at me and you're going to say, I'm going to lose 20 pounds in a month, that's not realistic. That is not doable. That's not attainable. Because it's just not doable. If you say I'm going to eat perfectly clean 100% of the time, that's also not doable. You want it to be achievable. So if you say maybe I am going to cut out fast food and soda 3 weeks out of a month, more doable. Because what if you go out to dinner and you want to have a Pepsi? Totally okay. But it has to be achievable. You can't set yourself up for failure, and you can't be so strict with yourself that you don't let yourself be human and make mistakes. We're human. We're not going to follow things 100% of the time. So having a 100% goal is not realistic. The next one, is it realistic / relevant? So why are you doing this? Are you doing this for you, or are you doing it because you think somebody expects you to do it? Are you doing it because, you're doing it for somebody else? You want to basically buy into that goal that you're creating. So if your goal is to be healthier, is it because you have family health issues that you don't want to have to deal with? And that's okay. That's realistic and that's relevant. Is it you have a significant other who wants you to wear a specific dress or a piece of clothing? That's not really relevant, because as long as you're happy and you're healthy at where you're at, somebody else shouldn't put those things on you. Or is it even maybe you're pursuing a degree in something you don't love because your family wants you to? Again, is it relevant and is it realistic? Are you going to be happy? Are you going to be able to do it and be successful? And then the final thing is it time bound? Is it timed? Basically, those are those check-ins. Where do you want to be in 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years? Can you set a time deadline for it? So again, back to the health example. If you say, I want to be healthy for 2022, what does that December 31st endpoint look like? Does it look like you've gone down a size? Does it look like you've gained muscle tone? Does it look like, sorry guys, does it look like, you've lost 10 pounds? What does that time sensitive element look like? Now, again, is it realistic and is it time bound to set it in a month for 10 pounds? Well, yes to the second, but no to the first. It's got to be realistic, but also timed. You can't just say, I want to eventually lose 10 pounds. Well, that's fine, but what's eventually? Or is it in 6 months, I'd like to lose 10 pounds? You've got to be time specific with it. So there is a breakdown of it. And again, we're going to be going over all of this in the 31 days of motivation. But the other thing that I have included in the workbook, and this is something that I think we're going to be doing once a month. We're just going to check in on YouTube, on the Facebook group, on all of that. And this is called the life. Well, it's essentially part of what's called the life wheel, but I broke it down into this. So there's 8 categories for each month, and they're all the same. But basically what you do is so for the very first one, it is your environment. That's not a really good one. Let's go for your health. So for the month, so this is December 22. I just grabbed it because it was in the back. So for your health for December, where would you put your progress and where would you put you on a scale of 1 to 10? If you have reached all your goals and you're doing awesome, maybe you're a 10. If you're just starting out and need to figure things out, maybe you're a 1. Then there's an area where you can list out one thing that you can do next month to get closer. So is it maybe upping a workout? Is it maybe cutting something else out of your diet? So like maybe you've already cut out fast food. Maybe you've also cut out soda. Maybe it's time to cut out the chips. What is one thing that you can do to keep that needle moving? And all of the categories that are listed here include your environment, your friends and family, fun and recreation, health, career, personal growth, money, and then your significant other / romance. So helps you break those things down, make action steps for yourself. And like I said, we're getting a lot more into this in the 31 days of motivation, but I want to give you guys kind of a little overview of everything here. So thank you so much for watching today, you guys. I will see you for tomorrow, the last video. So excited. But don't forget, the Chasing Wellness group is already open. You guys can jump in there and get everything that you need for the 31 days of motivation. Or if you feel like you might want some VIP one-on-one work, then just fill out the form that I've got below. I have the link for it, and you and I can chat about whether it's a good fit for you or not. But I will see you guys off tomorrow. We are talking about obstacles and getting out of your own way, finishing out 2021 and looking forward to 2022. See you guys.